nice run on first down. Gets him 6 yards to the 31.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Watson, off play action. And this will be swung out for Lindsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
So, Charles, a nice throw there by a man who, until this week, was the backup here, elevated to get the start due to injury. How different do you think this offense will be?
Well, the hope is not much, but obviously it's hard to say until you get out there and see how your guys respond. And fortunately, this might just be a 1 or 2 week absence. But I do think that this unit has faith in him. They believe that he can play well, and they're going to band together to give him every opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Seven yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Off of play action, it's Watson. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 22 yards there, a first down.
And Deshaun Watson, when you think about the toughest quarterbacks in the league to game plan against, he's got to be in your top 5, does he not?
And when you talk about game planning, putting him in the top 5, that's an easy call because he can make every throw. That's not an issue at all. He has great touch delivering the football. But that mobility, that added dimension, when he escapes the pocket and those receivers find their way open, short, medium, and long, he finds the right guy. And last but not least, his toughness. He can stand in the pocket, take a hit, and deliver.
Second and 10.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 28 yards.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Phillip Lindsey.
His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
This is Jakeem Grant.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 21.
Now the former Washington Husky. Here's Myles Gaskin.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin.
He'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Completes it to Coleman. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Waddle there, but it's going to be 2nd down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down. And Sanders pulled it. It's no good.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Here's Gaskin. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. point up and good by Sanders.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he gets this one down to the 24.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. One more time with Lindsey. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Lindsey.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Texans have taken the lead. So a fake field goal run in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Two and now on first down. Going up top. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! Devontae Parker, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Touchdown, Texans! Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Texans have broken the tie.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-round pick, D.J. Hayden.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Watson. Caught right side, Tate. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. To throw is Watson. He gets this one to Johnson. Room here to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the gun, here's Watson. Out to the flat here for Johnson. Touchdown! David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Now Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 44, Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Fuller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Will Fuller, of course, former member of the Houston Texans, 5 seasons with him, better than 3,100 receiving yards, and now playing on the other side.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Tua, the final shot before half. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aldon Smith, the former number 7 pick, gets the sack.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Under pressure, they got him again. K1 short, pushing through there to make the play defensively.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I think that call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out their defense.
Yeah, they got the safe completion on 3rd.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1. Just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Watson. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Watson now to throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Going deep here for Parker.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Justin Reed. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Watson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try the left side with Lindsey. Avoids him at the 5. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him so far.
Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans.
Phillip Lindsay.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
K1 short, able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mike 18, Mike 18. Double dog, that's the way.
A play fake for Gasket. Now Tua.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. A nice little juke.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsay.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Running from the gun, Johnson.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down and 5.
I got to shoot this side. I got to shoot this side. We got to
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats. Back 55. Back 55.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total.
On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Watson going to try and run it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. And his kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And this is caught by Parker.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Tua to Parker there for the Miami first.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. One final try for Tagovailoa. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was hoping to get that one to Tevin Coleman in space. That'll bring up 2nd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.